Don't worry, everyone. Don't worry. Your favorite late night streamer is actually here. He's actually here. Oh, man. I turned down this fucking music for a second. Okay, let me tell you guys what happened. Let me tell you guys why the most on time streamer was late. So I'm sitting here fucking watching Clint Stevens, who's a streamer on Twitch, and he's been playing Mario Kart all night. And I had a fat headache, and I was like, fuck, I really need to lay down. Justice for TV. I'm here, baby. Okay, what's up, everyone? What's up? What up, January? What up, Miguel? What up, Nikki? What up, Nikki? What up, Sean? What's up, everyone? Anyways, I'm just spitting what's going on. Basically, I was watching Clint Stevens and fucking was like laying on my bed, and I turned my monitor so that way it was like on my bed, and I was like, I just need to lay down for a second because my head was hurting so bad while watching fucking Clint Stevens, sorry. Captain Morgan SOS. What's up, brother? What's up, bro? How we doing? How we doing tonight? And I was laying there and I was watching Clint Stevens, and he was just being a little weirdo, and I fell asleep. But luckily, he has like this like a really stupid, annoying laugh. So, and I had my volume, like my speakers turned up. So he woke me up with one of his dumb little laughs while he was streaming, and I like woke up, and I was like, oh shit, it's like 12:20. Like I need to stream. I forgot like my people. It's Sunday Scaries. Like I need to go in. I love you. I love you too. Too much, almost too much love. Let me turn this back up a little bit more. But that is what was going on. That is why I'm late. I'm not normally one to be this late, but hey, you know, I could sense that the people needed me. Anyways, I'm gonna drink this to make sure that doesn't happen at all during this stream, so you guys get a nice little crisp opening. Ooh. 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 Anyways. Okay, so since I wasn't able to prepare at all, sorry I wasn't here last night, I had to get up early for a soccer game. Nikki, that's like the least of my worries, bro. It's all good. Like, don't worry about it. Like I said, you guys don't have to apologize for not being here for every stream because I stream daily and at 12 a.m. So it's like a super tough stream to catch normally. So don't ever feel pressed that you're not here for a stream. Anyways, I wasn't able to prepare a game for tonight's stream because I was going to do it like right before I fell asleep. But I do have Doki Doki Literature Club, which is, I've heard, a very good, scary game. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Juan. Even though, you know what Bugle Assassin did? He can talk all the shit he wants in chat, but he called me. He said, "Where are you? I want your stream. Where's your stream? I need my back on the knee stream." Like a simp. So whatever you see him type in chat, talking his shit, he's literally just the biggest like shit talker for no reason when he's actually a simp. It's insane. Yeah, Juan looking ass, exactly. Never. We have to try and always be here. You're amazing, Captain Morgan SOS. You know I love you. You know I love you, Nikki. Always. Exactly. Thank you, Nikki DeCosta. Simpy, exactly. Anyways, I wasn't able to prepare like any like game, but I already had Doki Doki Literature Club downloaded, and I've been meaning to play it because I've never played it before. I've never actually played it. It's similar to The Hateful Boyfriend, where it's kind of like a dating simulator. But there's a twist apparently. So, and good job, Nikki, on spelling Nikki correctly this time. Very, very proud. Very proud. All right, will this download? Let me just make sure it's downloaded. Sucky Tembucky. Miguel, you're a hoot and a holler. That's what I'll say. A hoot and a holler. How's everyone doing tonight, man? We got a good gang. We got a good gang in here. We're streaming. Yeah, there goes Juan. Don't listen. He's gonna chirp me all night. I can tell. He's a literal fool. Zen Chowda can suck a dick with his butt. I believe it. I think that's kind of sick. Okay, pausing the music. Okay, guys. Okay. We're all at Fortuna Fortress watching on the big TV in the living room. No shit. Shut the fuck up. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, I know, Shawnee told me. You told me you won Wall Ball. I was really proud of you. Super excited. Dude, I'm glad everyone's here. The gang's all fucking hanging. Okay, I'm turning off my backlights. Jesse? Is that the Jesse?
Like that.
Is that Jesse? Jesse, thank you for the follow. Is that the Jesse? Please let me know. Almost beat Sean. Super good game. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Does this go full screen? Okay. Like I was saying, this game is similar to the game that I played Saturday night, or I guess Friday night. Jesse, ask about the wheel. Yeah, ask about the wheel, Jesse. I dare you. Okay, I guess that is Jesse. Well, thank you again, Jesse. Anyways. Okay, I'm doing the wheel for Jesse. First off, I'm just getting this out of the way, just for Jesse. Is this the right one? Let's see. There we go. Bam. Jesse. How are we doing tonight, Jesse? Thanks for the follow. It's good to see you in the chat. And, let's get a wheel spin for you on the wheel of results. How about that, huh? Let's go crazy. Let me do, let me get a little tune for you, so that way we get it. Wheel of... Sure. I didn't add a new one, Nikki Beats. I was gonna do that tonight as well. These are Wheel of Fortune noises, so enjoy these while this wheel spins. Okay. Jesse, good luck. Super excited for you. Spinning the wheel. A favorite of mine. Jesse. You naughty boy, Jesse. Ooh, Jesse. You've been a naughty boy. And you know it, don't you? That's why the wheel spun to that. You must have been naughty. The boys at Fortuna better watch their backs, you naughty boy. Naughty. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Jesse for winning the spin. Super happy you won and super excited. Sean is saying Juan is my naughty little boy. Juan's probably going to say something either completely online. Oh, sexy naughty. Okay, exactly. Perfect. Okay, good. All right, I think we got all that out of the way. I'm kind of down to get into this game. So let me explain what this game is. This is also like a dating simulator. Like I was playing with the bird simulator the other night. Watching on the TV, so I'm not lagging today. Nikki Beats, fantastic. So proud, so happy. But this is apparently like an anime dating game gone horror? Question mark? Oh my god. No, Miguel, it goes scary. Snaps for Nikki Beats, exactly. It goes scary apparently. I don't know. So no, I don't know how this like game gets scary, but I've been told it gets scary. I've not seen any gameplay of it, but we're all about to find out together. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. See, this is obviously, just this warning alone, Juan, is what told me. If I can even, oh, I agree. Perfect. And let me know if the audio's too low. Super excited, guys. You're gonna end up with the professor in this game. Exactly. Alright, how's the audio, by the way, guys? Do they have tentacles for their, I guess we're gonna find out. Won't we, Miguel? Kinda hot. There goes one. Listen to my name. I'm always Tony Trevo in these games, so that's what I'll be. Tony Trevo. I think that's gonna be my full name. Okay, wait. Tell me, is the audio good in context to my voice? I need to make sure before I start going into this game, because I'm about to get in. Good? Okay, perfect. Perfect. Of course it is. Thank you, Jesse. Okay. We're starting off with a mystery. Who could this be? Maybe music is a little loud compared to your voice. See, Miguel's giving me the real facts here. How about now, huh? Probably perfect, honestly. Not good at all, actually. And there goes Jeremy coming in here just to chirp me by saying goodnight. Amazing. Super happy. Anyways, let's get into this scary game, apparently. Jeremy with their rim. Yeah, exactly. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and a good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works because you've known each other for so long. Harass me later. We're gonna keep Jeremy up. Yeah, please keep Jeremy up so that way he can chirp me in the chat. I really want that. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah! 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 I overslept again. That's literally what I did tonight. But I caught you this time. Yeah, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me? Bad baka. That's mean, Tony Trevo. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them. To think we're a couple or something? Fine. Raven looking like a baddie. I guess we'll see, Sayori. But if you did wait for me after all, I guess you don't have to. Or I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with students making their daily commute. By the way, Tony Trevo, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you were going to join a club this year. Did I? Spit in her face, says Nikki. I guess we'll see if that comes later, right, Nikki? We shall see. I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Tony Trevo kind of sounds like me, am I right? Am I right, fellas? Man, if only Jeremy were here, he would totally agree. He's into his waifus. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. What the hell's a NEET? Because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! I won't let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her mind. Gotta respect her wishes and be mean. I wonder what a NEET is, bro. Sussy, I don't know. It is pretty sussy, isn't it? Ask if she's misogynist. I think I will, eventually. Never-ending erection torture. That's a good one. I like that. Are you rocking brick? Because I think everyone is. Even Nikki DaCosta. I think we're all bricked up playing this game right now. For our waifus. Per usual. Anyways, let's move on to this new scene. The school day is as ordinary as ever. And it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Of course. No choice. Brick Squad! Call your followers your bricks. Y'all are bricking over mine. No, Nikki, no. This game, no. No, Sayori is 27. Actually, I'm not bricked up at all. Actually, it's all my followers. So, yeah, yell at Beagle Assassin, especially. What is boob? Everyone put in chat brick squad. Slap tit. Yeah, right. Okay. But you're all my bricks. She isn't 27. Look up the lore online. We'll see. Sayori. Sayori's here. Sayori's here. Nice emotes, Jesse. I see those. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you can come to my club. Sayori, yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. See, 27, clearly. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. That's the name of the game, Doki Doki Literature Club. Come on, guys, this is where we're going. She's 16. Juan is sus. Juan is sus, and I'm gonna perma-ban him. He's down bad. He's literally, he's drooling right now. That brother's starving, exactly. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Wow, true. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's cunning as to plan this all out. Sean's sharing tweets with me midstream. I'll have to check them out. And add a good break point. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes! Let's go! Oh my god, guys, so exciting. Yeah. Emotes in chat. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I'm not going to open your tweet, Sean, on the stream, don't worry. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Welcome to Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always has nice things to say about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Whoa, who's that? Girl boss salute. I knew chat would start going crazy. Ooh, we have to pay attention to her tonight, guys. This is, even Nikki can admit that she is quite the baddie. Purple hair's life, exactly. Girl 2 seems kind of like a little asshole, honestly. Big honkers. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill that atmosphere. Okay. Tony Trevo, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. Yo, green eyes. That's Juan's type. This is Juan's type right here. This is what Beagle Assassin's looking at. Everyone's fucking bricked up in the fucking chat. You guys are all on the couch right now, just bricked up. Trying to put a pillow over you. Oh, okay, we got someone. Okay, Miguel's in the middle girl. Okay, 3 is a party baby. Brick squad. All words escape me in this situation. Honestly, agreed. Eiffel Tower. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. Okay, Natsuki. What up, Natsuki? The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
Oh, for real? On God?
Oh, thank you, Quid. Thank you for the follow. You came at a fantastic time. A fantastic time, to say the least. We're in the middle of Doki Doki Literature Club. Going hard, going crazy. Meeting waifus here and there, left and right. Left. The middle one looks like Sean's left nut. Agreed. Very agreed. Hey, Peter. This is Peter? Who's Quid? my god. I am almost at 50 followers. I think I'm at like 47 or something. Something crazy. How many followers you got now, fam? Yeah, 47, I think. Is this Peter? Is Quid Peter? That'd be crazy. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori. Oh, Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Okay. Oh no, this is... Okay, we know Sayori. She's the one that brought us here. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back around to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Oh, this is Yuri. This is... I don't have 50 followers. Am I 50? No way. That's crazy. The fuck? Oh, I guess Jesse followed too. Oh yeah, let's go guys. 50. I can finally go for affiliate, and then I can start charging you guys to watch me for a subscription. It's gonna be sick. It's a baby moment. Let's go. Thanks everyone. Wow, thank you all for being here. Let's go. Pizza party, easy. Throw them up. Wow, that's crazy. Yo, sub Nikki. You don't have to do such a thing. I'm giving everyone free subs off the bat. I'd buy tokens to watch it. Thank you, Jesse. Dick size reveal? It'll come to 50, 55. Yeah, 55. I'll pay 1 yen. Okay, 1. Whatever. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate the good looks out there. But we've just been introduced to this bad girl, Yuri. And I feel like Yuri is just kind of the one already. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Toe reveal. We'll find out. We'll get a dick size and toe reveal at the same time. 1 yen is nothing. Yeah, nice emote too. Lol, nice. Anyways, Yuri with a nice little blush on her face says, "Don't say things like that." Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid. Everyone hear that? More mature. Seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you, says I. And it sounds like you already know Monika. Is that right? Oh, this is Monika. That's right. It's great to see you again, Tony Trevo. Monika smiles sweetly. Monika. How about $1 Zimbabwe dollar? Okay. I'll take it. Thank you, Jesse, for the spam. Thank you. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. That's my girl. Yeah, this is Juan's girl. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Trevo. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Alright, Yuri. EDP left the chat. She's not out of mind though. Wow, that's crazy one. Nikki's in here busting all of us right now. It's kind of crazy. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ooh, ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil of the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already has managed to get ice on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Let's see what chat's been saying, huh? Okay, so Sean's on Team Yuri. I kind of am too. Josh is not Team Yuri. He said not Yuri. LOL. One sub club. Thank you, Jesse. Who are you gonna smash? Nikki Beats will find out, of course. Shit on her desk. Valid. Very valid there. Very valid. Sayori, of course. Okay. So you think like OG Josh, huh? Morgan's got dibs on Natsuki. Okay. That's fair. I'm Team Yuri. Thank you, Jesse, as well. I agree. Okay. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you. You know, you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss this conversation. Exactly. Justin who? The fuck? Who cares? Damn, Jesse, you just fucking roasted me on my own stream. Yuri's pretty fire, but does she have a throw game like album from the Chipmunks? Unbelievable. We're not having this discussion this stream. This is not happening. Even if we did, it's Team Theodore all the way. Natsuki ain't it, Chief. Exactly. I'm not Natsuki. Not Team Natsuki. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. If everyone's coming for you girls. I don't know. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Every single time Yuri comes up. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom, I question? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not it. Damn. Whoa. Insulted Yuri looks away. I mean that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be my pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. People have dibs on it. Here she is. Let me just smell it. Jesus, Jesse. Jesse's down so bad. I have to get like a Brother Starving noise or something to implement just for Jesse. He's literally down. I think he's bricking through his pants right now. Be careful. Don't look in his direction. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. Monica. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel ready at home, okay? Hard sniff. Shut the fuck up, one. Just curious, says Jesse. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, Okay, Monica's a little bit of an overachiever. I'm kind of shy. Ask her if it's a scratch and sniff. I bet she smells like a leaky car battery. Probably smells like fish sticks for real. This is Juan's girl. You have to take that with Bugle Assassin. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make it something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yeah. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way, says Monica. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort in this to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. What does everyone say? Go outside and smell some flowers down. Yeah, touch grass, Jesse and Juan, please. Jesus Christ. I'm super into literature now. She's probably got an ass like, hail damaged Volkswagen hood, Jesus Christ, facts, says Sean. Hey, if Sean's saying facts, then it must be facts. Big brain, Tyler, one emote from Jesse. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Tony Trevo, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. Ooh, yo, this is Literature Club. Okay, that's correct. The Doki Doki Literature Club. Correct. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Damn, I'm spitting though. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. She's showing that she can rim with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. She's complex, exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm into Yuri. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp at something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I just want to know what it smells like. Oh, I hate horror. Dude, everyone's down bad in this goddamn comment, in this chat. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Oh, interesting. That's right. You usually like to write down about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? Ooh, Monika's calling out. What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Jessie, she smells like handcuffs behind bars. She smells like Chris Hansen's cologne, exactly. And give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is so cute, just as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. If we're bricks, Jessie's a boulder. Yuri is both cute and smart. The complete package, exactly, Sean. Thank you. I would never let any of you within 10 feet of Yuri. Exactly, Sean. I'm a simp for Yuri. I think we all are right now. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand now how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence, says Yuri. The truest form of writing is writing it to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I'm a simp for Yuri. I'll be her little piss gimp, exactly, thank you. She's a total BDSM rat, exactly. Bro, what the fuck, says Nikki? I mean, hey, you gotta get on the train, you know? I'd like to formally apologize. Would let her spank you, exactly. Jesus, guys. I don't think Jesus is in this chat tonight, guys. I apologize. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted everyone to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Tony Trevo? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hey, Monika. Just a little sniffy. Hold on, there's still one problem. What is that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made my decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, look at this. How do you say no to these sad faces? But I'm sorry, I thought, Tony Trevo, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Look at everyone. So happy. So happy. We're holding back Jesse over here. He's foaming at the mouth. He's about to blow. He's literally about to blow. Yay! I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, really trying to scratch us at the TV's over here. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Tony Trevo, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Tony Trevo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! Team Monica, good. Good, that's a good team. Pretty good team to be on. I wanted hers, Monica's poem. Nice spelling, Nikki. I want to hear the poem too, though. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Oh, these two are tough, I don't know. Will I really be spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the same chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Team Sayori. I'm torn between Monica and Yuri. They could literally tear me in half exactly. Purple hair, duh. I like the girl that can break me. I think they both can. Okay, it's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever poem you like most. Okay. Oh man. Do I want to go for more Monica or more Yuri? We even have a team Sayori in chat too. Essence. Oh. I kind of like Essence. Bam. What if Climax? Just because everyone's battle bust anyways, might as well. Doki Doki. That's the name of the game. Fuck it. Agonizing Kitty. Tenacious. Okay, wait, which one from this page? Which one from this page? I want to know. Kitty, I agree. Kitty's the one. Kitty is the one for that one. I'm gonna pick this one. Hair. A little bit of hair action. Sure, a little bit of hair. Might as well play. Depression. It's a good one. Alone. Massacre. Shit. Shit. I mean, technically, Yuri has been playing or reading, like, horror. So, hopeless, despised, fear. Oh my god, these are horrible. Giggle. I'm going giggle. Unending. Breathe, forgive. Parfait. Vitality, pure. Parfait. I agree. Amazing together, crimson, uncontrollable. Loud, heaven-sent desire, bouncy, vivid, comfort. Discombobulate. 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 Uncontrollable. Agreed. Agreed, Nikki, agreed. Lucky, excitement, destiny, infinite, fun, flying, warm, universe, nightgown, fester. I've been stuck between these two, fester and nightgown. One for destiny. I'm going between nightgown or fester. I need to know. We got a couple for nightgown. I think I'm just gonna go nightgown. Looks like most have already said so. Heart, friends, captive, fireworks, atone, tears, twirl, vanilla, contamination, death. Death. Yeah, off the bat, I was gonna keep going. Sticky marshmallow, happiness, landscape, socks, whisper, effulgent, sunny. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Vivacious. Yeah, alright. Lipstick, puppy, suicide, strawberry, misfortune, party, cry, papa, infallible, hurt. Nikki, please stop copying it. Puppy. What's effulgence? I don't know. I I couldn't even say it. Infallible. One for infallible. One for puppy. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm gonna go with puppy. Fuck it. I decided. Uncanny, secretive, intellectual, treasure, milk, vertigo, silly, shame, passion, fluffy. Dude, it's wild how much we are all doing the same one. I think everyone just has the same mindset. Pepe. 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 Shame. Vertigo, yeah. Promise, rainbow, beauty, pink, rain cloud, smile, cheeks, grief, calm, analysis. Grief. Okay, what about for this one, guys? What about for this one? Shiny, misery, frightening, boop, ribbon, skirt, playground games, anime, prayer. Boop, yeah. Agreed. Sugar, waterfall, adventure, disoriented, sparkle, incongruent, cage, bubbles, sensation, after image. Dude, it's wild how much we are all doing the same ones. Exactly. Haha. It's like a copy pasta now. Bubbles, after image, incongruent, cage. Oh damn, everyone's on a different vibe this time. Alright, I'll click the first repeat. Actually, I'm just gonna pick one out of all those. I like cage. It's a good one. Tragedy, flee, melancholy, summer, pleasure, holiday, scars, ambient, daydream, valentine. Melancholy, ambient, pleasure, Captain Morgan, Valentine. I would have probably said pleasure. Me and Miguel. Alright, two more. Or headphones, aura, explode, spinning, flower, inferno, awesome, philosophy, defeat. Aura. Inferno. Horror. Aura. Alright, 2 for aura. Alright, I'm picking the last one. Extraordinary, bunny, vibrant, jumpy, shopping, chocolate, feather, sing, existence, disarray. Disarray. Perfect. Wow, guys, we made the best poem ever. Hi again, Tony Trevo. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I got my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Tony Trevo. Don't mind me, Yuri. You know I got you. I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. They have to kill you if you did fuckboy lap. Making you dive headfirst in the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Siri told me he didn't even want to join the clubs last year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't, see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club. Oh my god. Farts nervously. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Sane, Monica, and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Tony Trevo always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable, says Yuri. Jesse's ready to buzz, bro. We need some action. I'm getting there, bro. Don't worry. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Bro. Pause. Stop. Among Us. How come? You and Tony Trevo can become good friends too? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri. Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori... me? Not really. Don't be shy. Wow, kind of a wingman right here. Let's go, Sayori. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So nice of a gesture. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. Yuri is looking great. Look, everyone's going on fucking Team Yuri, exactly. Jeez. Dang, your Sayori's setting you up. Exactly, Sayori's wingmanning it so hard. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright, well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me? It's just insane. It's just insane. This connection. I'm feeling the tension right now. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not being able to read that much. I know, exactly. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. I'm getting a weird tingling. It's on like Donkey Kong. Get in! Get in! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. But I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Natsuki. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she knows me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. It has not gone scary yet, Juan. You freak. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. I'm sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. Yeah, it's scary how dumb that just is. It's fine. That's a good one to go. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. Yeah, everyone with their arrows up. There's something familiarly obvious that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and a relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. She said she wouldn't spoil it, and she did. Yeah, she kind of spoiled everything, actually. Very suspect. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Tony Trevo? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, it is kind of sus. Yeah, I totally forget that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, there may not be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. Damn, foreshadowing much? I feel like she's kind of saying some crazy shit right now. Is Monica's last name Lewinsky? You should get with Sayuri. Okay. We'll see. Yuri's she still has my attention no matter how weird she's been. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. How can I be mad at this? I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means that you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I see it, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright, damn. I open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means by reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not particularly a bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Getting it, bro, exactly. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Yes, Midnight Gospel is a fantastic show. Definitely need to watch that soon as well. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you don't have to apologize. You're really apologizing a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk and tilt up against Yuri's, then hold my book between the two of them. Bruh. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Bro. Look at this angle. What? Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Bro. I do the same with my right arm on one side of the book. Dude, this is crazy. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Watch it on stream and talk about the philosophical concepts. Juan, you're so fucking lame, dude. I knew you were so excited for my stream, and then you just come in here and just berate me with random bullshit. And I can't because I'll get fucking sued for that. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. She's gonna let you shag for sure. New username, motherfuckers. Yeah, Sean Camp. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses a lot of things she says and does, like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Tony Trevo, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't really know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Oh man, interrupted right in the middle of that bullshit. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from the finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You kind of look down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close up on my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Monica is a cockblock. I think Monica saw what was happening and wanted more. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning! In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left the book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I really hadn't done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Monica, clean and precise. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I did the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Oh my god. What are we thinking, guys? What are we thinking? Big decision. This is gonna be a big decision, so we need to really think about this right here. Do I share it with Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, or Monica first? I need to know. I'm dangerously anxious right now. Ooh. Sean says Yuri. I'm not opposed. Yuri or Sayori. Oh man, that's 2 for Yuri, 1 for Monica. Okay. Sayori. Oh, okay, so it's tied. Sayori or Yuri. It's between these 2. Oh shit. I kind of want to go with just Sayori because like it's my first poem. I don't think I want to be too aggressive with Yuri yet, so I'm just gonna click Sayori. Peter's gonna vote for Monica. Well then everything's tied. I'm going to Sayori. Because fuck Natsuki. I think we can all agree no one wants Natsuki. Going Sayoki. Or Sayori. Definitely most comfortable going Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Exactly. This is a good poem, Tony Trevo. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. Do whatever Bugle Assassin says. He's probably watching a show or something, being a complete novice. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Tony Trevo. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Wowee, that look ratio, exactly. That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Damn. Hell is spitting fire. Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. This is her poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. The sky being blue is a secret. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It just sounds like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs on toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm going to write the best poem ever. Tell her everyone knows about the sky. I will. You straight up roasted her, bro. Cool, okay. Okay, guys, I think we know who we need to go to next. Am I right? I'm just going straight to it. Yuri. No, I can't. I can't go to Monica. I gotta see what Yuri's pulling up. I got to. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if it's breaking down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. No! None of the homies hate Yuri. Everyone loves Yuri. Yuri. In love with Yuri. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought as if demeanor totally changes, her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that got into writing a simple poem. And not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Natsuki. A little shit talking coming from Yuri. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or me, or to Natsuki. Do you want if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share the thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if a rare opportunity for him, which itself is kind of funny. After all, this isn't supposed to be a literature club. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by a sickening blue-green hue of future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. I think me and Yuri are similar. We should be a good couple in real life. What do you think about that one? Sean, I will bet you $500 that Juan is not even sitting here anymore. Because he's so unimpressed with this game so far, but he doesn't know what's coming. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think that your handwriting is pretty. I think it would fit real good. Agreed. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, this story isn't about a ghost at all, Tony Trevo. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In that case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and unable to let go of the past. fucked up. I know. And as soon as to be left with nothing, that's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought about that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours is impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Tony Trevo. Me too. Okay. Alright, now we'll do Monica. Yes, sir. Hi, Tony Trevo. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new here and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Tony Trevo. We're all a little embarrassed today, But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I am Monica my poem. Good job, Tony Trevo. I was going, oh, in the head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Sorry, I had to push it the con out. Yeah, we're on Monica right now, Miguel. Team Monica right now. I guess I underestimated you. It's the easiest way for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyways. You know what? You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing the people to get something out of it just by feel, or by letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn about new things. I'm sure I'll end up with different things a lot. Mommy. Monica. Mommy. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find this kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So you sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Why do carpets match the drapes? Anyways, blah blah blah. I just want to read a poem. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of a meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in, but I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. So what do you think? It's very freeform. That's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how you put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Damn, she burned my eyes. Love going blind for my work. Exactly. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about these stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain can get too fixated on one specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. Alright, Monica. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fuck with that. Natsuki, the last one. Fuck you. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's just, it didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. BDSM, Brad, exactly. Do you want to get smacked? Bro! Literally, as you say that, Nikki, she's out here talking about getting smacked. Not opposed. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. I'm telling you. Exactly. Not that you'll like it. Sorry, 1 second. Miguel wants to get slapped. Exactly. I mean, who wouldn't in this situation? Okay. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. And by slapped, I mean spanked. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems to be for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. That sounded like our poem. Josh said her poem was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible. That's why Natsuki's not cool. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about the simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling on the last line. So you did. I guess you went in more than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, huh? Yeah, I guess not. I just had to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Facts. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Natsuki wants to smoke, bro. True. But like in a crazy way. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way that poems can stand up to theirs. This is literature club after all. She wants to smack more. I sigh. I guess that's not what I am getting myself into. Spoopy time. Press room say Yuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems, and they read them in tandem. I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Tony Trevo did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions on my own. Wow, Natsuki doesn't know what she's on about. Exactly, bro. She's talking her shit for no reason. It's kind of lame. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my own writing style. True, Yuri. Talk your shit. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Chef, you stink like your poem sucks. Suplex that hoe, exactly. And Tony Trevo liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you're so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Tony Trevo appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Ooh, what up, JBs? JBs near Cumin. What up, JBs? Yeah, hella hate on Yuri. Yeah, JBs isn't here. You know what's going on, JBs. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do cutesy. Ooh, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Tony Trevo started showing up. Oh my god, she's stuffing? Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turn towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Tony Trevo, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she'd get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. JB's. Archery, huh? That's tough. The wheel for JB's. Listen, I've given JB's the wheel twice now, but if I'm feeling like it later, we'll see. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out to the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain it to that to her, Tony Trevo. Wait, There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively, avoiding them is only necessary limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, Tony Trevo? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whenever I agree, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be, oh shit. Oh, okay, obviously, okay, this is obviously Yuri, right? Like, we have to stick to her side. Yeah. I think it's the only possible, yeah, Yuri. Natsuki, you're right, I liked your poem. See? Wait! That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Yuri's so hot. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're a seriously talented writer. She could stop following me. Exactly, same. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting up feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when he said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this would never have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point. Being defiant is only because she can't handle the pressure. She can make a noose out of her hair and hang me, a long purple shiny noose. Listen to Zenchata and do the wheel for me. I will in a little bit, JBs. How about that? In a little bit. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to walk away and clear my head. Siri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm going to go do that. You'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Oh, now I feel bad. Damn, she's the BDSM brat after all, exactly. Oh, man. I didn't see what Nikki said. Nikki Beats said Miguel is a dirty little pig boy. True. She really didn't need to do that. I think across the room, Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Bro. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? I handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Tony Trevo. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. JBs, you weren't here from the beginning, so you wouldn't get this process right now. You don't understand the involvement that we put into this. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Tony Trevo, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Tony Trevo, ready to walk home? Sure thing, let's go. Siri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Siri and I have spent such time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Yeah. So Yuri, what happened earlier? What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. It's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. Tony Trevo, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't come to the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. It seems like Sayori is a little bit of an airhead. Not really thinking about it too much. All right, I'm going quickly with this one. Disaster, unrequited, frightening, hurt, unending, suicide, agonizing, boop, sadness, melancholy, alone, Doki Doki, misery, horror, vibrant, anxiety, anger, kitty. It turns to horror when they all gang up on the inside of you. Exactly, Nikki. Nervously farts. Misfortune. And then final one is captive. Fantastic. Cheers. Another day passes, time for meetings. Okay, let's get to these fucking poems. What's you're gonna give me today? I'm just still nice to be in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood, but I guess it's always the simple things to do anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and the contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Is it horror when we find out they're all guys? Exactly, Miguel. You figured it out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money and want me to lend you some. Knack of the Beast! What up, MDAP? Bro, playing Doki Doki Literature Club. You know the vibes, but it's a horror game, supposedly. We're about to find out. How we doing, MDAP, baby? But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. By the way, guys, I know you're all horny in chat, but now we have a moderator in chat, MDAP, also known as Michael, so watch your behavior. I know you're bricked up, but be careful in there. We got to do with the sword. MDAP, you sound hot? Question mark. JB says sub. And so that only leaves one option. Ooh, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Oh my god, Yuri just popped up. Yuri suddenly giggles. I'm not a 40. Shut up, JBs, bro. Shut up, JBs. Please don't say that shit. Jesus Christ, JBs. Jesus. Yuri suddenly giggles. I got that Doki Doki going. Exactly. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Tony Trevo to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that, Sayori. I'm not hot. Michael, shut the fuck up. Yo, MDAV? He's a moderator for a reason. I have GIF. Wow, harsh on yourself. JB's, please hype him up, please. You should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after playing a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering isn't fair as retribution. I didn't mean to do that. I got too absorbed in my own book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. I'm that best Martha in the game. Ooh, Sean Campbell speaking facts right now, you know. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the revolution. And that the secrecy, that's settled. Thank you, Miguel, thank you. Retribution. That is still coming for you, Sayori. Facts, yeah, super facts. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have me come if it weren't for cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Oh my god, whoa, whoa! Whoa! Did Yuri just slap Sayori? What? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and she tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie. Oh, I thought Yuri just slapped Sayori. That scared me. I was nervous. Sayori deserved to be smacked. Hey, Sean, I mean, shit, it happens. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes, and it was totally worth seeing your reaction though. That's Suki. Smack her if she didn't. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I just bricked up underneath this table. I didn't say that. Don't ban me, MDAP, please. I'm a big Hanzo guy, and Anna. That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I don't understand the game at all yet, but it's fun so far. What are you doing, by the way? This game has got me going like fitness. Exactly, it's crazy. I bite my tongue. You're going through a lot just over one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Oh, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah. Why do you think I gave you that one? Yeah, and they are. And JB's is on strike 2.5 right now. If he says anything that sus to you ever again, throw the hammer down. Still, I'm really happy you shared this one. I'm joking, by the way, JB's. Jeez, just relax. We do a little bit of trolling here. A little bit of trolling. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Oh, jeez. Oh, what the fuck? I get it. Cookie's still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh, sorry. JB's, stop playing the victim card. Unbelievable. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Sayori trots away safely, and Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica is in the club room. Ugh, where's Monica anyway? Good question. Has any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty unpopular after all. The horror is that they all lead you on, but you never get it. Oh, Nikki. Oh man, a sad life to be fair. You don't think she has a you wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. False, Yuri. Yeah, you know that. And that's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all? You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. Wouldn't you have heard the bell ring at least? I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Oh, piano? The psychological horror is that they prefer cold water over room temperature water. That's crazy. That's an agreeable statement right there. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play for something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'm also looking forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down with any tray though. Monica. Let's go, Monica. Monica? Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. She is sus. She's a little bit sus, JB's, I will admit. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finishes her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. She's bent for you, JB's. Justin, you prefer cold or room temp water? I like it in the middle. I would drink Luke's bath water, no cap. That's fair, yeah, that's fair. I like it in between, like, freezing cold and room temp. So, like, a little bit colder, but nothing crazy. Room temp is like pussy temp, you know? Exactly. Exactly. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri's reading a different book from the one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Oh, no, not at all. Luke takes ice baths. Dad bus. Bussin'. That shit bussin'. Yeah, I should bussin'. Yeah, baby, yeah. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make me read my time, if there's anything that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Agreed. My tea. Ask Yuri for bathwater? Question mark? I will, as soon as possible. Not to mention yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow her and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf with a kind of filter inside. Can you hold this up for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and we'll get some hot water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Wow. Some room temp water, I bet. Yes, sir. Just ask her out, bro. You're slow. Yeah, thanks, JB's. I know if you were playing this game, you'd have already smashed every girl in here, JB's. I couldn't compete. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri's gonna make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. Stomp on my face and pour it on me. Jesus Christ. Damn, son. That's the kind of one-person job, isn't it? Monica wants me to stay. No, I want to go with Yuri. Dude. Fuck. I want to go with Yuri. Monica, please mind your business for once. Or do you want me to tell there's something wrong with helping involve Tony Trevo in cloud activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Then let's go, Tony Trevo. Yuri quickly exits the room and I follow. Jesus Christ. I don't think Nikki's alright at all. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How can I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. Bro, best line ever. No, Yuri. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge like that. Tony Trevo, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because I want to smash Yuri. Damn. Look at you. You know. Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions. We can't always hide them away. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. I wouldn't. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Cheeky monkey. Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Yeah, friend. Yeah, friend. You say? Yeah. Yuri lifts her head. Tony Trevo, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Tony Trevo, do you like oolong tea? She's wet. Jesus, JB's. JB's, please. The profanity, please. Oh, yeah, anything is fine. Oh, very well. Yuri sets the temperature of water to 200 degrees. Damn. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea levels. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. Ask her for the throat coat 3000 semi-auto action with a drip collection tray rotator cuff, all-inclusive beverage grapefruit technique, Alvin Theodore Simon Wombo combo. Miguel. Okay. Can everyone please copy what Miguel said in chat and post it? Wait, I wanna copy it. Why can't I copy it? I want this to be a copy pasta in this chat currently. If one other person could please copy and put that in the chat, I would love that. I want this movement to happen. Hashtag friends zone. Thank you, Sean. She's not worth it. We gotta give her one, Monica, brother. Time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Exactly. I heard we'd be on ironic JB's. Nah, bro. JB's is stating facts. She's wet. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out, it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. Oh, you're always worrying about me, Tony Trevo. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I want Yuri to pour a cup of tea for us. Tony Trevo, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Yeah, why's that? It's a little bit easier on the back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over on my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Same, girl, same. Thank you, Nikki, for also copy pasting it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Bad bag. I take it since it'll go over well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides, as if in sync. We assume the reading position is the same as last time, each holding one half the book. Straight called her out for bad posture, exactly. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. JB's! Damn. Jesus Christ. Anyways, we're touching, guys. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri always was kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. I think you're enjoying this a little too much, bro. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup, holding it with a hand that's not even holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Oh shit. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression. I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally managed to relax a little. I can't keep defeating you, bro. Hey, JB's is honest. He's gonna tell you how it is. I put the teacup between my legs and fumbled the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Yeah, of course. Bro. Yuri opens the book with both hands. Look at this, look at this. She holds it so that I don't have any hard time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her. Oh my god, look. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Ooh, did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Tony Trevo, sorry, I guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Bro, she has great eyes. I love the color of her. Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has gotten really tense. Yuri tries to return the book, but I can tell just by expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did they even come to this? Yuri doesn't even avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm, like before Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath on my fingers. Monica! I wish she was a little more like, bro, Monica cockblocked. She came out of nowhere. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share poems, dude. Monica, bro, fuck off, dude. I was literally getting her hot breath on my fingers, feeding her chocolate, bro. JB's is Australian, Sean. He's from down under. He's from Queensland. Yeah. Tony Trevor, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell's abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we hastily clean up without such a word between us. Yeah, Sean Camp is also Australian. Yeah. He comes from, the East Coast as well. Sean Camp has a nerve track. True. I get the feeling that this is something neither of us will have the courage to bring up. Damn. You're sure you're gonna phone two first? Fuck it. We'll just go through the list. Say Yuri first. Ooh, I like this one, Tony Trey. Blah, blah, blah. You know, fuck this. I don't care. I just want to get to Yuri. Okay. Yeah. See, this would have taken forever. Yeah, wow, that was way too long. I don't care. Holy crap. Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I could care less about. No, he is a dump truck. He's got a big one. Hey, JB's. Jesus. Yeah. Okay, Natsuki. No. I don't care about Natsuki at all. Nice emojis, guys. Nice. I don't care. Not bad, right? It's gonna be longer than yesterday. Yeah, whatever. I bet you there's a lot of meaningless flirting going on in this part right here. Get me through. I want to go to Yuri. Okay. Getting through Monica. I couldn't give a fuck about Monica. She hella cockblocked me. I'm pissed. Everyone that wants Natsuki's crying right now. Bro, bummer. Big bummer. Fuck her. I don't care. I'm just getting to Yuri. I'm getting to the show. Because she cockblocked me. And I'm kind of over her already. I'm pretty much just fully team Yuri right now. Okay, what is this? Load me? Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Hey Justin, why does my name have a crown next to it? Because you have Prime Gaming, bro. Because your Prime account signed up for your Twitch account. Yeah, load me. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing chalkboard at a turntable, like playing vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. JB is sending me YouTube videos. Yeah, I may click on that, JB's. Maybe. Yeah, maybe one day. Yeah, maybe never. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck Load Me was all about, but I can tell she's trying to make a move. It's like going through Snapchat stories. I just knew the poem section just wasn't even worth my time because I have one specific person in mind. Yay! Alright, everyone, get your boner pills ready. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Tony Trevo, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try some giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes. JB's spamming fucking links in my chat. What's this trick want to do with you? JB's, I will, bro. Damn, JB's. Respect my decision to not click links that Australians send me in chat. No offense against Australians, but when an Australian spams a link in my chat, I don't know, I just get scared. It is a little sus. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciative like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying that you've never shared with your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself, and besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share your poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night, while I was slicing bread for the guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious was well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more of the light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon comes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. She's talking about me, bro. She's talking about me. I'm the raccoon. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Use the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, I have to take a face value and I can't figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. Well, it's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose it's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. Yeah, there aren't really even people like you, Tony Trevo. That's exaggerating a little bit. Come on. That's just how I feel. I never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my own writing, but now I feel almost looking forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling, and you're so to thank for that. It's really nothing. Anyone else in chat? He's getting a chat check. Yuri smiles sincerely at me for just a moment. Her timidness seems to disappear. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit in the front room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have something for the festival? Chat check. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves and getting in the way of new memories. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Won't need much more for a few decorations. Sherry's been working on posters that I've designed for pamphlets so we can give out during the events. Justin's shotgun a beer right now. 2 a.m. shotgun is traditional. Yeah, I guess you're right, Chuck. Yeah. Yeah. You can check at the top right and see who's watching. Yeah. Yeah, it's time for a shotgun. It's always time for a shotgun. Where is that? I got it. Alright. Get that out of the way. Yeah, bro. Seriously, as always. A mad lad or just a simple buddy just trying to shotgun for 2 a.m. A classic 2 a.m. shotgun. Just making noise. Okay. It's coming, babies. But first we have to shotgun. Because it's been requested. I'm trying to do this without spilling. Wait, let me do it over my lab over here. Much better. Fuck. Fuck. It's getting everywhere. Like Yuri. Alright. Wish me luck, boys. I am Omni-Man. Oh my god. Fine. I'll do it myself. And then I kill everyone. Bam. He's better than Thanos. He would flog Thanos. Evolution. You know, that was kind of yummy. What if I did it again? What if I did another? Huh? Who's stopping me? I didn't want to peer pressure you, but I secretly wanted you to do another. I think another one is only due. Well, lads, shall we? Join me, Sean. Get in here. Anyone who has one, do one. Because it's about to go down. Mine's cracked. Is yours? I'm ready. I'm ready, baby. Who's ready? Who's ready? I'm ready. Everyone be ready. Coors Light. Cheers. Here we go. Oh my god. Did we just decimate these beers together, guys? Did we just absolutely decimate? So fast, dude. I'm keeping this epic music on. This is crazy. You're an absolute legend. Clip it. Hey, clip it. And ship it, bro. Clip it and ship it. Holy shit. That was like 5 seconds. Hey, that's slow. That's slow for me. I didn't have the proper shotgunning technique because I wasn't standing. Let me turn this down. Holy shit. I didn't have the proper, like, shotgunning technique because I wasn't standing, so I couldn't, like, you know, really, like, open my stomach up and get, you know, the big bolts like that. So, obviously I was doing it a little bit slower, but if I was there in person, that can would have been done in probably seconds. A menace is what I have to be. It's the ultimate price to pay. What can I say? When the fans want me to do it, I'll always do it. That was 2 for the boys. 2 for the boys. Now listen. It's like I never left. Would it be crazy? Would it be crazy if I did one more? Would it be crazy if I just did one more? I just hate doing things in 2s. Listen, I have one more left. And it needs to be drinking. I don't think you guys understand how badly this needs to be down this throat. But if you knew, you'd be going crazy. Fun isn't something considered when balancing meters. This puts a smile on my face. It's already in motion, boys. It's already cracked. So let's stop it from going one more time. Truly nothing at this point. I've never seen someone do 2 in a row before. Well, you're about to see 3. Nikki Beats. Get some help, man. We're concerned about you. Hey, man, the last time I drank was last weekend, so I've done a whole week without drinking. So I'm not too pressed. Your parents want you to come home. Yeah, I'm coming home, right? I'm coming home tonight with this 3rd and final brew down this throat. Straight to the dome. Beady little eyes. I'm going to use the restroom real quickly because I am quite sticky from little bits dripping down my body. I will be back in just a moment. Please allow me to get clean. How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? The game was just taking forever. I did not pull trick now. No, there's no reason for me to. I wouldn't do 3 if I knew I was going to barf it back up. I don't do that unless I'm doing 6 in a row. Noob, even I take longer during doing a pee. Guess what, JBs? I wasn't pissing. The sign may have said so. I was simply cleaning my hands and legs of stickiness because I had little alcoholic juices on me. So forgive me. Anyways, you have no idea the physical toll that 3 shotguns has on a man. Exactly. It is quite a feat. I can't deny it, especially sitting down when you're condensing your stomach space, and especially after not shotgunning and God knows how long. But if there's a person to do it, back of the knees is up to the task. Ooh. Ooh. But I can feel it all in there. I'm bloating for sure. I'm bloating at the stomach. Ooh, 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 ooh. Snip, snap, snip, snap. Exactly. Anyways, I need to figure out what's going to happen in this game. What's so scary about Doki Doki Literature Club? So, shall we find out together? I just wanted to bring the vibe back, the insane energy back. I have had a mouthful of Dad's beer once, would not stop laughing for ages. Alright, JB's fine, JB's fine. This is what JB sent. And it's just JB's laughing. It's just him laughing in chat. He said, ha 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 ha. JB's, that was a clever one. I won't deny it. I won't deny it at all. Not at all, to say the least. Boo. Boo. JB's, that's what you were hyping up so much? It was okay. Like 5 out of 10. Although I will admit, if I was a little bit younger, I would have also appreciated that much more. But thank you for the recommendation on the video. Okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of this. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're gonna be performing. Monica. Yeah, we're gonna be having a poetry performance. Each of us are gonna choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also gonna let everyone else come and recite poems too. See where he's putting it all on the posters, in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Siri, who's been coloring a poster? Holds it up for us to see. JV's, I'll be looking forward to a better YouTube video next Sunday. Who loved my video? Now, can everyone admit to JV's that they loved his video? Backer, he says, video was okay at best. Oh, okay. Good information. I give it a higher vote than Back of the Knees. Oh, okay. Wow, man. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting the posters up, did you? Yeah, well, I did. Well, do you really think that was a bad idea? Thanks, bro. JB's, can I tell you a little secret? The person, Nikki DaCosta, that's my sister. That's my older sister, JB's. Yeah, older sister. Not bro. You can call her sis. It's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it. Yuri shakes her head in fear. Sis, LMFAO. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. Agreed. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we started I get it. I want scary. Is that just too much to ask? This mindless content that they're throwing at me right now? Ugh. And you guys can't even see the bay fee. In the corner here. You can't even see her. It's not going to be for a minute, Justin, but it's worth it. Oh, so you know. Interesting. Ugh. Yeah, JVs, you had one chance. And I'm not going to say you wasted it. But I really want to get to this this scary shit. I really do. Yuri clutches sheet of paper on her hands and looks it down. The poem's called Yuri anxiously glances all this. You can do, Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes and she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Yuri gets past the first couple lines, voice changes, almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables and fierce, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, structure that emanates perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around as if blah blah blah. It's up to me to say the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me in afterwards. And he gives Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we don't want to applaud her for her, but we're caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. We applaud. Yuri holds up the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Okay, I don't give a fuck about her at all. I really just wanted to see what Yuri was doing. Yes. Ugh. I'm just interested in Yuri right now. Especially after shotgunning 3 beers. Now all I can think about is Yuri. Am I so wrong in thinking that way? Maybe. I might as well get it over with, but it's not like I have much of a selection to read. I stand up in front of the podium, blah, blah, blah. Everyone has their eyes on me, make you feel terribly awkward. Damn, this game's lore is insane. I know, dude. This is getting so deep. I just want to get to the scary part. I reset my poem since I'm not exactly confident in running. It's hard to put energy into it despite that once it finished. I received the pulse. Anyway, so I'm not really good at everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's really less about your abilities and more of your lack of confidence in your writing. Continue this game later. I'm going to bed, but I want to see the ending. I'm bored. JB's is the real fucking critic here. And you know what, guys? I agree. I am going to continue. It is like what time is it? 2:40 a.m. I am going to continue this game. I'm going to save. There we go. Monday at 2:40. And I'm going to quit. Yes. Bam. Just absolute savage. I'm tucking you in, Miguel. Because you know what? That's true. You know what I should have ended on? I should have ended on the shotguns. That would have been perfect. Continue this later. It's going to take a while to get to the scary part. No worries. I think we just need to reset. It's still tomorrow. I'm going to continue it and do Scary Sundays. Fucking Christ. Jesus Christ, JBs. Alright, JBs. Congratulations to JB's on winning Silent Stare. Super happy for you, JB's. Very happy. Justin, how can you keep your eyes open that long? I actually could have kept on going, but I didn't want you guys to just like feel awkward. So it still looks like this stream froze. So next stream, okay, so tomorrow night's stream, I will do a staring contest with anyone on stream live. And I will show just how long I can hold my eyes open. Anyways, good night to Miguel. You are my superhero as well. Let me get a nice ending. Where is it? Where is it? Yes, of course. Good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. This will be a continuation stream. Tomorrow night, we're going to be finishing Doki Doki Literature Club, and we're going to be having a fun time. It's going to get real spooky, so stay tuned. This was just the lore. This was the beginning. We got to see Yuri, and we got to love her and kiss her, and we got to shotgun some beers together. But yes, so be here tomorrow night if you want to see the finish. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, big spanking for Miguel. Anyways, tomorrow night at 12 a.m., I will be here. We're going to be finishing it. You won't want to miss it. Can't miss it. Love you all. Thanks for being here. Misses you most. Good night.